Well, Vancouver Islanders face the reality daily that we live in an earthquake zone, and a quake, maybe the big one, could hit at any time. But here's a question, and it's one we've asked before. Do you know if your house would survive the big one? Many older homes could slide right off their foundations or collapse entirely. And CTV's Andrew Johnson shows us tonight more homeowners are taking steps now to make sure their homes are still standing.
When Rick Higham retired, he and his wife moved into a condo. The downsizing didn't work.
It was too small. I didn't even have a garage to put her away in. A very large living room or dining room here.
So the Highams bought a Government Street heritage home. They're having it completely renovated and one day would like to give it to their kids. And that's what got Rick thinking.
This house is particularly one of the kind that could suffer from an earthquake.
And these are going to go over like dominoes.
He called up Shear Seismic, a new Victoria company that retrofits homes based on guidelines developed in California.
They sent teams of seismic structural engineers in to look at the houses and see what it was that had actually failed and caused them to collapse.
Mutch says one of the most dramatic examples of how a retrofit can save your home happened in San Francisco after the earthquake in 1989. A homeowner there had the work done on his house just before the quake, and it was the only one left standing with only cosmetic damage for blocks.
She says she's surprised how little importance is placed on safeguarding the structure we'd most likely be stuck inside.
The only retrofitting that I heard about was schools and other major public structures. You know, important ones, of course, but I thought, well, you know, what about our houses?
The retrofit process, which includes bolting your house to its foundation, can cost a few $1,000s and up. The homes most at risk are those built before the mid to late 1970s. The City of Victoria provides a financial incentive for heritage homeowners to have the upgrade done, and one councillor agrees it's a precaution more of us need to put some thought into.
What we advise for residential property owners is to really do your homework, find out what kind of foundation you have and what kind of retrofitting might be appropriate.
And then the master bedroom will have...
Rick Higham admits, like a lot of people, he'd rather not think about the big one, but he's glad his dream home isn't going anywhere. Andrew Johnson, CTV News, Victoria.